Who are the top five batting average leaders between 1920 and 1929? I have the answer in this book, a book I wrote, Yearly Leaders of Every Batting Category. Kenar Zone Talking Baseball. I'm looking at Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. 1920 season, top five. George Sisler goes 407. Tris Speaker, 388. Joe Jackson, 382. Jimmy Lyons, 379. And Babe Ruth, 375. 1921. Roger Hornsby, 397. Whoa. Harry Heilmann, 393. Ty Cobb, 389. Babe Ruth, 378. George Sisler, 371. Top five. 1922, George Sisler, 420. That guy could hit. Second 400 batting average season. Rogers Hornsby, 401. Ty Cobb, 401. Tris Speaker, 378. Casey Stengel, 368. 1923, top five. Harry Heilmann goes 403. Babe Ruth, 393. Roger Hornsby, 384. Tris Speaker, 380. Jim Botany, 371. 1924, look out. Rogers Hornsby, 424. Babe Ruth, 378. Zach Wheat, 375. Riggs Stevenson, 371. Charlie Jamison, 359. 1925. We see Rogers Hornsby again. Let me pull it up right here. Rogers Hornsby, 403. That's his his third 400 batting average season. That's why I had a delay. Roger Hornsby goes 400 three times. And so did Ty Cobb. He went three times. So 1925, what a year that was. Rogers Hornsby, 403. Harry Heilmann, 393. Tris Speaker, 389. Al Simmons, 387. And you got a guy named Ty Cobb, his last one of the top five, 378. Incredible. All right, 1926. Henny Manouche, 377. Babe Ruth, 372. Bob Fothergill, 367. Harry Heilmann, 367. George Burns, 358. Top five. 1927, how about this year? Harry Heilmann, 398. Just missed out on 400. Al Simmons, 392. Two guys in the 390s. Paul Wainer, 380. Lou Gehrig, 373. Rogers Hornsby, 361. 1928, Rogers Hornsby, 387. Goose Goslin, 379. Henny Manouche, 378. Lou Gehrig again, 374. Paul Wainer again, 370. And then finishing out the decade, 1920s. Lefty O'Doul, 398. Oh, that hurts. If you're in the 390s, you want to be close to 400 and over. Babe Herman, 381. Rogers Hornsby, 372. Bill Terry, 372. Lou Fonseca, 369. What do you think of the 1920s? So Ty Cobb, he finishes three times in the top five in the 1920s, but overall 16 times top five batting average. Then in 1920s, you got Rogers Hornsby, 8 times out of 10. Overall, he had 9. He had one in 1917. Got some other guys in here. Babe Ruth. How about him? He had 6 times in the 19. Well, he had 5 times in the 1920s, and then he had 1 top 5 in 1931. So 6 times for Babe Ruth. How about George Sisler? 6 times. Who else? Tris Speaker a couple times. Harry Heilman a couple times. Zach Wheat, Al Simmons, Henny Manouche. These are Hall of Famers. Al Simmons. Yeah, Lou Gehrig. How many times did he do? Lou Gehrig. Top 5. 5 times. So 1920 sees really good batting averages. I mean, you got guys in the 390s. Harry Heilman passes 400. So does Rogers Hornsby. So does Ty Cobb. So does Tris Speaker. And so does George Sisler. All those guys bat over 400 in the decade. Al Simmons had a 390. Really good decade for batting averages. 1920s. Lefty O'Doul. Yeah, I forgot about him. He had a 398. These guys can hit. Do you see those kind of batting averages in today's age? I mean, guys are struggling in 2026 just to bat over 300. A couple guys, 320, 330 as far as during the season, but you don't see 350s, 360s, 380s, 390s, and you definitely do not see anybody batting over 400. But yet in the 1920s, George Sisler, Rogers Hornsby, Harry Heilman, and Ty Cobb all go over 400. And then you had a guy, Al Simmons, 392, and Lefty O'Doul, 398. What a decade. All right, next video, the 1930s. Let's see how guys do in this decade as far as batting averages. Top 5. Talk to you later. I'm out.